Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For subtitles and setting, select the most appropriate language. Welcome to our channel, which will discuss the definition of Iman, Islam and Ihsan according to the hadith of Rasulullah. Don't forget to support this channel by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Iman, Islam and Ihsan are closely related. To understand the relationship between the three, it is necessary to first understand the meaning of Iman, Islam and Ihsan. The meaning of Iman, Islam, and Ihsan has been explained in the hadith of Rasulullah to the angel Jibril, who is resembling a human. The following reads the hadith, contained in the book Arba'in an-Nawawiyya quoted from the book Learning Aqidah Akhlaq, a brief review of the principles of Tawhid, and Islamic Akhlaq by Muhammad Azharuddin al-Jamhuri.
عن عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله تعالى قال: بينما نحن جلوس عند رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم ذات يوم إذ طلع علينا رجل شديد بياض الثياب شديد سواد الشعر لا يرى عليه أثر السفر ولا يعرفه منا أحد حتى جلس إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم فأسند ركبتيه إلى ركبتيه ووضع كفيه على فخذيه وقال: يا محمد أخبرني عن الإسلام. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم: الإسلام أن تشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا رسول الله وتقيم الصلاة وتؤتي الزكاة وتصوم رمضان وتحج البيت إن استطعت إليه سبيلا. قال: صدقت. فعجبنا له يسأله ويصدقه. قال: فأخبرني عن الإيمان. قال: أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر وتؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره. قال: صدقت. قال: فأخبرني عن الإحسان. قال: أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه فإن لم تكن تراه فإنه يراك. ثم انطلق فلبثت مليا ثم قال: يا عمر أتدري من السائل؟ قلت: الله ورسوله أعلم. قال: فإنه جبريل أتاكم يعلمكم دينكم.
Meaning, from Umar, one day we Umar and Ras friends were sitting with Rasulullah and then a man appeared in front of us who was dressed very white. His hair was very black, and there were no visible signs of travel marks. No one of us who know him. He sat down directly facing the Prophet Muhammad. His two legs clamped on the Prophet's legs. His two hands were placed on the thighs of the Prophet Muhammad and said, Ya Muhammad, tell me about Islam. Then Rasulullah reply, Islam is the confession that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad the messenger of Allah. Establishing prayers, paying zakat, fasting Ramadan, and performing pilgrimage if able. The person then said, that's right. Then he asked again, now tell me about Iman. Rasulullah reply, believe in Allah, His angels, His books, His messengers, the last day and believe in the good and bad qadar. Then the person went out of sight. Then Rasulullah asked Umar, Umar, do you know who the person who asked earlier? Then Umar replied, Allah and His messenger know better. The Prophet then said, that's Angel Jibril came to teach religion to you, HR Muslim. Based on the hadits above, it can be seen that the three pillars or the basic framework of Islamic teachings, as reported by the book Textbook of Islamic Religious Education, written by Dodi Ilham Mustering, the scholars also developed it into three study concepts. First, the concept of Iman gave birth to the study of Aqidah. The concept of Islam gave birth to the concept of Sharia studies. And the concept of Ihsan gave birth to the concept of moral studies. Definition of Iman, Islam, and Ihsan. Through the previous hadith, can also draw the understanding of Iman, Islam, and Ihsan. Iman is believing by justifying something in the heart, then spoken by word of mouth, and done by deeds. This Iman includes 6 things which are called pillars of Iman. Among them there is belief in Allah, angels, the last day, books, prophets or apostles, and fate, both good and bad. The meaning of Islam means submission, taslim, submission, acceptance, not rejecting, not arguing, and not disobeying. That is, surrender completely to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The 5 important points that form the framework of Islam, or as they are commonly called. The pillars of Islam are the recognition that there is no God, but Allah and His Messenger, establishing prayer, paying zakat, fasting Ramadan, and performing Hajj if one can. While the meaning of Ihsan is devoted, and dedicating oneself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala based on awareness and sincerity. Being devoted to God can be in the form of doing something useful, both for oneself and for fellow human beings. All these actions were done solely because of God, as if the person who committed the act was dealing with God. Wrote Drsh Masan AF, MPD in his book entitled Islamic Religious Education, Akhlaq Akida for Class 7 Madrasat Sanawiyah. According to Akida Akhlaq by Tawfiq Yasmin Siah, Ihsan is referred to as the end result of a person's Iman and Islam process. Therefore, the relationship between Iman, Islam, and Ihsan is likened to an equilateral triangle. The triangle will not form if the 3 sides are not connected. The notion of Iman, Islam, and Ihsan can also be referred to as a building for Muslims. Iman is the foundation of oneself, Islam is the pillars, and Ihsan is the roof. A strong foundation Iman will help the building Islam and Ihsan stand straight and firm. That's all the explanation in this video that we can convey. Don't forget to support this channel by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.